Hunyah Travels at EBM. Today I'm making meatballs with fettuccine. Ingredients you need is ground beef, one of the key ingredients, and some fettuccine noodles, and also fettuccine pasta, and also you need herbs and vegetables for the meatballs. Just add salt and let the water boil, and then I'm gonna add in the noodles in a while, the pasta in a while, the fettuccine pasta. Ground beef and add it into a bowl like this. And now it's going to be ready for the meat to turn into meatballs. Cut the onion and dice the onion. So like what I've done before. Cut this. Cut the onion into half. Take out the skin. And now I'm ready to dice the onions. So, like this. And now here I have diced onions that are ready to go into the ground beef for the meatballs. I have some minced mint, and now that will go into the ground beef for the meatballs. So that goes in like this. There's some coriander, which I'm just gonna mince for the ground beef for the meatballs. So I don't know if you're supposed to do the stem. So this is just what I'm going to do. So just going to mince it. I could have done this chiffon cut for this, but I figured out if I do this, it'll be easier and faster. So here is the minced coriander that goes into the ground beef. Chop the end of the garlic. I'm just going to mince out the garlic now. So just cut off the stem, cut off the root of the garlic from here, and it's going to take out this. So like this. And now I'm going to mince it. And now here I have some minced garlic. I'm gonna throw this. And here is this, what goes into the ground beef, and now it's ready for its next step. Chop some thyme, so this some thyme will go into the ground beef for the meatballs. So I'm just going to do it with the stems. And here is some thyme. And now ready to go on to the next part. And I'm just going to mix the ground beef with the vegetables. So this goes in like this. Just going to add in the eggs in after. My hands the ground beef with the vegetables. Not the best cut vegetables, and so I'm just going to add it in. The eggs in a while. So just mix it in like this. I'm just gonna add in the eggs and some paprika and a little bit of chopped chives and 2 eggs. So we'll go in like this. I'm just gonna mix with my hands again. So I have the 2 eggs in, and I have the mixture, and I have pretty much all of this is ready to go for its shaping step. So I just mix the eggs with the ground beef and the vegetables and the seasoning, and so this is just going to be molded into meatballs, as you can see. So it's in like this, and a little bit Parmesan cheese in there to mix this. The Parmesan cheese, and then I'm going to mix with my hands. So a lot of Parmesan cheese in there, and just going to mix with my hand into the mixture, so that way it becomes meatball. It has a meatball like texture. So just going to mix this Parmesan cheese into the meatball mixture. So I'm just going to keep mixing this, and it's ready for its molding step to turn the ground beef into meatballs. So you can see here it's boiling, so I'm just going to put in the fettuccine pasta to go in there, and it'll be boiling. So you could see it's boiling like this. Take one hand for the meatballs and one hand for the water, and I have this in a tray where I'm going to make the meatballs. So I just take my hand, and then I take this, and now I'm just gonna just make my meatballs. So just like this, the size of my hand. Just gonna put it in so it can be molded into the shape, and it's like this. So you could see, take the warm water with my hand. I'm gonna just take the meat and I'm gonna turn it into meatballs. So this is in the size of my hand. They go in like this, and it's like this. You could see the pasta is boiling, so it should be ready in a while. Drain out the pasta. So I'm just gonna take out this, and then this goes in here. Oh, this goes in here. Take the meatballs that were frozen, that were in there to shape, into the pan for roasting, and that I'm just going to take it out. So I'm just going to take it out with a spoon, and these are good to go for baking now. And these are ready to go into the oven like this. Meatballs, which you could see, which are shaped and molded, will be going into the oven for about 30 minutes. And now they're in. So after 30 minutes, I'll take them out, and then they're ready for its next step. Heat up the pan, and I'm just going to put in the fettuccine pasta. Here's a pan, and I'm going to put in fettuccine pasta. Which is a little bit like molded, but this is what it is. So I'm just going to add that in and let that cook. The pomodoro sauce that I have from yesterday. Pan on, and I'm just going to add in the pomodoro sauce that I made from yesterday. And then next I'm just going to add in the meatballs. So I'm just going to mix it. And then the meatballs will be the last thing to add in there. The fettuccine pasta while the meatballs are in the oven. So step the sauce in this. So just the meatballs have to be added, and then I'm almost done. So you could see. Pasta into a bigger pan, and I have this ready for the meatballs. Meatballs are almost ready, and they're almost going to be cooked in a while. Take out the meatballs. And here is the meatballs, which are baked, and now they're ready to be fried. And in for the last part of the fettuccine meatballs. I'll heat it up, so I'm just going to grab the meatballs. I'm going to put them in there to be fried. And okay, so I'm just going to put this in to be fried, but you could see. I'm just going to flip the meatballs so that way they could be cooked fully. The meatballs on low heat, and they're almost ready for its final part, the fettuccine pasta. Just turned off the heat, so now I'm going to move this on this side, and I'm going to bring the pasta, and I'm just going to take the meatballs from there. I'm going to add it in here. And just a little bit of oil, and then it's ready for its final step. So now I'm just going to heat up the pan and just going to cook, and then the fettuccine pasta is almost ready. You could see that. Some fettuccine meatballs. So you could see the meatballs are done, the pasta is here with the pomodoro sauce, and the meatballs are here. So this is done. So thank you for watching Hunyah Travels at EBM. Watch Hunyah Travels and read Hunyah Travels, and follow Hunyah Travels at Instagram. Follow Hunyah Travels Instagram page at Hunyah Travels, and for inquiries, message me on Instagram at Hunyah08. So thank you for watching Hunyah Travels at EBM. Thank you.